What we want to do today is get a quick reaction from a couple of leaders from the Venza team uh, joining the call today, giving her reaction to today's article. We've got Deanna Reeves. She is Chief Operations Officer for Venza. Joining Deanna, April Rosier, who is our Customer Success Director. So you ladies, love to get your feedback. I'd love to get your reaction to a recent article from our friends over at Hospitality Upgrade. It is an article entitled "Hotels Are Going Green in Significant and Lasting Ways." The article is about an organization called Urban Land Institute. It's a UK-based organization who generated a 32-page report about what hospitality can do in order to have a green impact. Talked about some of the drivers for making going green in hotels, government regulations forcing them, government incentives giving them incentive to make those changes, internal commitments, making commitments to their internal stakeholders, to their employees. Hey, we're about a green environment. This is what we can do. And also expectations of guests. They also indicate in the report, and the article talks about how there are some challenges for a hospitality industry. Ownership models can be very complicated, franchisees, etc. We certainly get that. We understand that in Venza. Lack of data with regards to what utilities are used and what kind of impact changes green initiatives can make, also making challenges. And then concerns about disrupting guest experience. So those are some challenges that the report outlines. What I'd love to get your reaction from you two ladies are with regards to the 4 trends that the article provided. They said in terms of 4 trends that are expected to shape the future of hospitality. One is modular construction. So these are prefab modules built off-site, transported to the construction site, and then kind of assembled like a Lego building, if you will. Second one is sustainable renovations. So incorporating sustainable materials, furniture, etc., to minimize not only minimize carbon footprint, but also support guest health by reducing off-gassing of volatile organic compounds. Third one, smart technology. Smart guest room technology will increasingly be implemented to conserve energy and offer personalized service. And then rounding out that list of 4 trends, a focus on wellness. So properties will continue to emphasize wellness with offerings such as aromatherapy, organic food, etc. So, ladies, what is your reaction to this list of the 4 trends? Anything that surprises you? Anything that doesn't surprise you? Or before you get to that, any comments?
Go, April.
No lasting comments. No, I mean, I think the first bullet there, the modular construction, kind of stands out different than the other 3 in that there's a focus on the future of sustainability and wellness within like a green world around business and technology, where the first one almost seems like that prefabricated, possibly, your use of plastics and renewable resources. And so to me, the first one is a little different than the other 3, and they're all kind of lumped together for the purpose of this article. And so where the other 3 seem to be focused on not only the betterment of the business and the model of increasing revenue and sustainability in the world of hospitality, but definitely looking at the longevity of the client stay. So the health and wellness of the client within the realm of the hospitality industry, rather than the first one that is just efficiency, right? It's just build it faster, get guests in.
Yeah. So you're saying the points 2 through 4 seem to be really having to do with guest experience, and 1 is just not necessarily. Yeah. So it's the one that's different from the others. Cool. Gianna, thoughts?
I'm actually surprised it's taken this long. I figured that this would be something that, I know it's probably been in the works for a while, but it just seems some of these things are just things that we know, are important, and they seem to help with the guests. Like, for example, the last bullet, the aromatherapy, the organic food, and that to me would be a big draw for customers. So I'm actually surprised that that's now a trend. I would have thought that that's been a trend for a while.
Yeah. So they're talking about shaping the future of the hospitality industry. That sounds like something in the rearview mirror.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I'm also surprised by the smart technology. I know, as great as it is, that there's still concerns with protecting data and information and personal preferences. And so I'll be curious to see how that plays out in the future as far as being able to ensure that our customers' information is still safe when they're using, even though it's on their phone, there's still the chance that it could be picked up or transferred through Wi-Fi or something. So I think that's interesting as well.
Yeah. Fantastic. Good. So we cover all the surprises and non-surprises. Anything to add?
The only minor comment for me is especially the move to, meeting certain standards. I know here in the U.S., I'm not sure if it's global or not. I'd have to do my homework. But there's levels of gold and silver in regards to going green for different facilities. And I know that even one of our own clients has a huge portfolio of hotels, and of the ones visited, only 1 met the standard to be silver. And they talked about how that was difficult to maintain.
Yeah.
And so just the ability to maintain that long term is a true care for sustainability in the environment and for guests. And so I would, kind of hats off to those that do find the way to maintain that.
Be interesting to find out if they have, if those efforts, is the reward in those efforts, is the reward in knowing that you're doing it, is that enough for an organization, or are there real business, real hard business measures that an organization can point to and say that investment of time and energy and money was worth it?
For sure.
It'd be interesting to find out. Great. Thanks for your reaction. Sean Shields, anything else to add before we wrap it up?
Well, I'd like to give a shout out to the author of this article from Hospitality Upgrade, Fran Worrell, for the good content and a good discussion.
Yeah. Love our friends at HU.
Yes, we do.
Thanks, everybody.
We'll catch you
next time. Yep.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yep. Bye.